Welcome, everybody. This is Music Blackout. I am Gray,
And I am Logan.
and we're just going to be talking about music. And today we're specifically talking about the awful crash out of tours and concerts the last year or so. Has it been only about a year, or has it been longer?
I don't know. I feel like it's been just this year, so not fully a year, but it's been going on for a few months at least.
But we're going to get to that. That's like the headlining topic. First, we're going to start with something we're going to call the DJ set, which is just things that we've been listening to and maybe our songs of the week or something like that. So, I don't know. You can start us off. What have you been listening
All
to?
right. I've been listening to Club Song by PCD, if you can see here. It might be mirrored. I don't know what you're doing with the video. But Club Song by the Pussycat Dolls and also Red Bottoms by Adele.
That's all you've been listening to the last week?
Oh, I thought
I mean, you
was
you can talk
choosing,
about
like,
more.
two songs.
Hey,
Yeah.
It's up to you. You just play it by ear, I guess. Whatever you want to talk about. Whatever's noteworthy, I guess.
I guess if we're talking about in general, there's a new Tinashe. I've been listening to a lot of PCD because I went to their festival performance in WeHo, and they're sadly one of the groups affected by this tour cancellation thing lately going on. But anyways, that's mostly what I've been listening to.
What would you say is like your favorite song that you've been blasting the most this week?
Oh God, I actually Red Bottoms by Adele. Yeah.
Cool. Kind of same, honestly. ever since you showed me Red Bottoms, I can't stop listening to it. I guess on top of that, I'm still listening to the Demi album a lot.
Yeah.
I've been listening to the new Tinashe, K-pop, of course. Illit did a song collab with Cat's Eye and another big K-pop group. So it's like 3 K-pop groups. There's like 12 girls in one song called Iconic by mistake. They each get like one line. It's kind of funny, but it's a pretty good song. And yeah, I think Red Bottoms is probably my song of the week. It's so good.
It's so good. Especially for a new artist, I don't usually listen to a lot of newer artists when they drop music, but Adele's won me over. I saw her open for Demi Lovato a few weeks ago. My friend took me for his birthday. Shout out Ray. And I think she kind of stole the show for me. She was amazing. I mean, Demi's voice vocally, she was, amazing and killed it. But as a stage performance, dance, I'm big about choreography, and Adele killed it. And her music sounds even better live because it's built for that sort of scenario or, that type of environment.
Yeah. No, yeah. When you showed me that, I was like, "There's no way this," because we were talking about Adele beforehand, and I'm like, "Yeah, she's all right. Like, I can see the potential. I mean, I saw the potential, but I'm like, she's just okay so far. Like, her catalog was just okay. But after that song, I'm convinced that she's gonna be huge."
And to be fair, she has one EP before this song and then
That's
one
true.
single. So, when you say her catalog, you're literally talking about 10 songs total.
I mean, that's 10 songs enough to kind of get a vibe of her, but
Yeah, that's true.
I just felt like she wasn't that different in that music. I did revisit that EP and so the songs before. I did add 2 of them to my playlist, so she's getting there. But I guess we can get into a discussion about Adele and maybe overall Cat's Eye at some point soon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so, getting into the opening act segment, which is kind of a discussion before our main discussion. We were going to talk about, I guess, album flops, or at least recent album flops that are kind of surprising, and then heading into the whole canceled tour from there. But that kind of came to mind we brought it up because you talked about Lizzo and how she didn't make the top 200, Billboard 200.
Yeah, I was shocked by that. I'm not exactly a fan of Lizzo, but obviously she's been out for a while. I feel like she had a dedicated fan base from what I saw. And I mean, she's had huge hits. And I'm pretty sure her albums did good before. But I just kind of felt like I wasn't hearing anyone talk about Lizzo in a while. So sometimes when I'm bored, I'll look up chart position, sales numbers, things like that, especially when there's new releases. And I checked what her album was doing, and it missed the top 200 charts, which is insane because usually when a mainstream performer or singer drops an album, even when they flop, like for them, for a mainstream artist to flop, it usually somewhere in like the top 50, and that's considered bad. And I just couldn't believe that Lizzo missed the entire 200.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, that is actually really crazy because, like you pointed out earlier to me, that even Megan Trainor got on the top 200. And I feel like she hasn't been relevant since All About the Bass, which is like, what, 15 years ago?
20
at
years
this point?
ago. Yeah.
I don't know about 20, but
It might be.
Is it really? I don't know. No, it's been like 15 years. I think it was like 2012, 2013 maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe. But I mean, she didn't do much better because she debuted at 198, I think, is what I saw. So she barely made it. And there's albums on there that are charting. I checked because once I saw that, I started checking for what else was charting, especially in like the lower half, so like 1 to 200 range. And there's so many old albums. Like there was Good Girl Gone Bad. There's a bunch of Ariana albums because she's on tour now. I think even Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent is on there. So there's some classic albums that are still charting on the top 200, and Lizzo's new album didn't make it, and that's just wild to me.
I think what's wildest is that the album is really decent. It's like it's underrated in my opinion because because we listened to it when it first dropped, but we listened to it like on a vinyl and it didn't sound that great, like the speaker of it. So then I re-listened to it on my commute. And I'm like, this album's actually really solid. Like, I like it. I personally like it more than her last album, Special. And there's like 2 or 3 songs on there that I actually added to my main rotation playlist because I liked them that much. So that's like really mind blowing. That even though she's like, I don't know, she got canceled, but that didn't really get canceled. But the cancellation was kind of dumb, if I remember. But I feel like her cancellation wasn't really that big of a deal. I don't know. I might be wrong. Maybe it was a big deal. I didn't even look into it, to be honest. But
yeah,
I don't know. I think that's pretty crazy for the music that's pretty decent to drop or flop that bad.
Sometimes it's promo, whether the music's good or bad. If people don't know that it's out, how are you gonna sell?
That's true. I guess I guess I did, because I know she's been dropping singles here and there, and she had like a mixtape kind of thing, which actually may be an album where she's like it's like a whole hip hop, like just strict like trap kind of vibe to it. It wasn't that good. I had a Lil Jon song. It wasn't that good though.
Ooh, that one I'm gonna have to check out because I love me some Lil Jon.
But I thought that was a mixtape, but I guess it ended up being an album. And then she did a second album like that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Ever since like I think she had like some lawsuit kind of thing with like, there was some controversy with her dancers from what I kind of recall. So maybe it was a more serious deal than I'm making it out to be, and maybe I shouldn't even been listening to her in the first place.
I mean, I don't know. I think we're told to keep up with everything. You and we're in our 30s. Like, I really separate the art from the artist, is what I say.
That's got to be a different discussion because I have a very different opinion about that, though.
All right. I'll save it for later.
Well, we'll get that as a main headline topic sometime. But I guess, yeah. I mean, other than that, though, I mean, there's been other flop albums or projects recently, right? That kind of surprising.
Even the Pussycat Dolls, they flopped with their first song out since 2020. And similarly, I feel like even if you know of the Pussycat Dolls, unless you're a hardcore fan, which is me and like 10 other people, like you don't really know that they dropped the new song. And then they didn't do a video for it. They didn't do a live performance for it. You know, they're one of the few music acts that I was checking to see what they were doing with promo. Not because I wanted them to promote necessarily, but because I wanted a video. I wanted a live performance. You know, they were coming back as 3. I wanted to see what that formation was going to look like before I bought tickets to the tour or their shows. So I was just wanting to see something as a fan, not because I wanted them to do good or the chart position, whatever. That doesn't matter to me. If I like it, I like it. But it was really frustrating that they just kind of dropped the song. The only place they really kind of promoted it was online. But I mean, with our algorithms, if you're not already into the Pussycat Dolls, it's not going to show on your feed.
No, yeah. I feel like, well, I guess we can just go into that discussion now then about which leading to the concerts and stuff. Like, Yeah, it I guess honestly, if you, well, I don't know, if you wouldn't have told me, I would have maybe still saw it, but I probably wouldn't even have listened to the song if you wouldn't have been like hype about it. But yeah, you're right. Like it like our algorithms are so unique and so niche that if you haven't been like thinking or even like looking up the Pussycat Dolls in the last 10 years or 5 years or 2 years even, that wouldn't have showed up on your algorithms.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't been active. So I was already following a lot of PCD fan pages. I was following all the individual dolls pages. So obviously that's how I found out. It's because they all posted it. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess with that, sadly, we can go into the tour cancellation wave that's been going on.
Yeah. So what's the nickname that I saw? The Blue Dot Fever.
Yeah.
Because it's like on Ticketmaster, all the blue dots are just what it means. Like that they're available. Which I always thought was the case anyway because of scalpers. Like scalpers reselling the tickets. But I guess even resold scalp tickets would still sell for big artists, right?
Yeah, and when they resell, they're a different color. They're not blue anymore. So that means they were already purchased at some point. Yeah, they're
dang.
like
So even scalpers didn't get to most of those tickets. It's because they're all doing Pokemon now.
Yeah,
I hate scalpers. Okay, so then, shit. So okay, so even those small venues that they did, even scalpers didn't get to those tickets.
You're talking about PCD specifically?
Well, I guess we could talk about PCD first, but I guess that applies to all of them. But even like as a scalper, I mean, like if I was a scalper, I would have thought that a like nostalgia act would sell. So I would at least as a scalper buy. But maybe that's why I'm not a scalper because they probably predicted that it wouldn't sell. I don't know.
So I had a gut feeling from the beginning. So they announced the tour. I signed up for pre-sale. And I'm actually really lucky. I've only failed 2 concerts. You know, like those Ariana Grande's recent tour, I tried to get tickets and I didn't get it. And then you were trying to see Taylor during the Eras tour and I tried to get tickets and we didn't make it. Other than that, I've been like it's always like less than 1,000 queue. Yeah. I get tickets, like no matter what concert. I get very lucky. So I tried not to think too much of it, but I was like, that seems suspicious. So I go in queue for Pussycat Dolls, and I'm number 3.
No, you really? That I don't think you had told me that. Oh my god!
I just thought I got lucky,
which would make sense given your track record, I guess. But I didn't know that you were number 3 on the queue. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was number 3, and I was like, that's odd. And as a fan, I started kind of obsessing over it and checking every few days trying to see if they sold tickets because I didn't want it to get canceled. I wanted to see them, and they were moving very slow. I kept checking Groupon to see if anything moved to Groupon because that's usually a bad sign. That's what Meghan Trainor did before she canceled her tour. She sold some on Groupon. That's
what happened to me and Britt with Chance the Rapper like 6 years ago.
You got tickets on Groupon?
We got them for like, I don't know if it was Groupon specifically, but it was buy one get one free. So damn. I'm like, when you do a BOGO sale on like, I think it was an arena or a stadium. I don't know what it was, but it was like his first big kind of like concert like that. But yeah. Sorry, continue.
No. Oh no, you're good. I was just, checking for it every few days. I was checking Groupon as someone who's been a hardcore fan of theirs since they debuted back when I was in like elementary school. I really, really wanted to see them. And I know it's not the full lineup. I know that, they've had their share of controversies. Especially like Nicole being the mega lead for like 95% of everything. And a lot of people don't like that. So I knew there was a lot going against them, but I did think their catalog, I mean, Don't Chub, Buttons,
When I Grow Up,
even some of, When I Grow Up, I Hate This Part, Stick With You, like, those are songs that I feel were massive. They weren't just hits, because they've had other smaller hits too, but those 4 songs, I think. The what? Yeah, they had J-Ho. They had J-Ho.
Was that a hit? I don't know.
That was actually... that was actually a big hit. It was probably because the movie carried it, but it was a big hit.
I'll let y'all fandom have that delusion.
Wait a Minute and Beep also charted really good back in the day.
I don't think I can sing or hum that melody.
I know, but if you heard it, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I've heard that song." But
maybe,
I think those 4 songs again. That's why I think those 4 songs were like actual. They weren't as massive, I think, as like Britney's Toxic or Oops or Baby One More Time, but that was kind of their signature songs that you hear them and you're like, "Oh yeah, Pussycat Dolls." So I thought they had at least the nostalgia factor to sell. They were doing amphitheaters. They weren't even doing arenas. And they were doing like 2 arenas in New York and Palm Springs. But other than that, it was amphitheaters. And yeah, I kept checking. And then 2 weeks before they canceled, I saw that the ticket prices dropped in like half. And I was mad because I had like an actual front row seat.
Yeah.
And I had paid like $400 for it. And now it was $200 like in that same section. And I contacted Ticketmaster. They're like, "Sorry, we can't because that's up to the promoter." And I was like, fuck. So yeah, that's when I started getting worried. I started asking ChatGPT, like, "Is this tour gonna get canceled? Do you predict it's gonna get canceled?" Like I was just Googling like other tours that had similar trajectory, and I was bracing myself for it. And eventually they canceled, and I had to get a ticket to WeHo Pride and make a trip out of it because I was not going to miss them. I'm glad I did because I got barricade. So I still got to see them at the same view. And you know what? Fan bias aside, they put on like a really good show. They had some missteps, but I mean, it would have been opening night of the tour. I think that's understandable.
Yeah.
But I was really frustrated at them as a fan because I think, again, unless it's in your algorithm already, who knew that the Pussycat Dolls were together and on tour? Like,
right.
That was really frustrating. They didn't do any promotional performances. They did not the Billboard. AMAs.
Oh, the America. Yeah.
They did the AMAs like a week prior to the WeHo performance. By then, the tour was already canceled. That was their only TV performance since they dropped Club Song back in like February. So again, no promo for the tour or the song. Fuck the song at this point. They're trying to sell tickets with 0 promo. No music video, no TV performances. Like, how are non-fans gonna know? Like, I was really mad at them. I think they maybe it wouldn't have sold out, but they had medium-sized venues. I think Nostalgia could have carried them if they had done better promo. That's just my opinion. And maybe they wouldn't, but there was no effort. And maybe it was conflicting schedules because the 3 ladies that went on tour, they do have their own solo things, and they were all very busy because, again, I follow them on Instagram. But then don't announce it yet. Do it when you're ready to promote the hell out of it. Do it later when you can actually go and, put yourselves out there. We want to see what it looks like as a trio. The non-fans need to know that you're out there. I don't know. It just felt very sloppy, the promotional run for it. There was none.
So then, so that's like, I guess, bad promo was what killed this one. But, I mean, what about like the other recent ones? Like, what was a big one that happened recently that got canceled? Post Malone?
I think he canceled some dates. And Demi Lovato had to do the same thing. She canceled a few dates before, like the first few nights of her tour. It was an arena tour too.
And with Post Malone, that one was really wild because like, even like, so I mean, he was obviously massive. He has like fucking like 5 diamond hits. He's huge. His last albums probably haven't done that well, but the last album was country, and he was pretty big in the country scene now. I think he headlined like Stagecoach. I don't know, one of the stupid country Coachella, and I mean, when like me and Britt saw Post Malone like 4 years ago, and like it was sold out, it was massive. So like I think we bought like scalp tickets. So like I don't know, it just like seeing him go from, well, I guess I don't know, like I wonder if it's because maybe in his case he switched genres, and so like maybe his like fan of like his pop hip hop sound Like we're like, he's MAGA now, or he's country. I don't want to see him. Or then like maybe the MAGAs were not enough to carry him over. I don't know. They don't got the trailer park money to go see him.
I mean, you used to be a Post fan, so I think you have more insight on that than I would. I mean, is that what you think happened? I mean,
I kind of think so. I also, because his country stuff, like he had like a hit maybe ish, but like his big stuff was like the poppy hip hop sound, and to kind of turn away from that, I think like people they stop listening to him because they haven't gotten anything in that sound in a while. Like I said, like his big diamond hits have that specific sound. He goes away from it. They don't really listen to it anymore. And at that point, they don't care enough to be like, why am I going to spend $300 to go see Post Malone? And if their mind's like a fan like myself that like that music, in my mind, I'm like, he's probably going to play like half of his country stuff maybe because it's the most recent album. So I don't know. Because I even like, as like you said, like, I was a fan. I didn't even buy a ticket. I didn't even know he had a tour coming or going. I didn't know he had dropped the tour tickets. So, and I would have maybe like 4 or 5 years ago I would have gone. But yeah,
that makes sense. He just switched up too much to like his hardcore fan base. It just didn't evolve with him because that's not the genre that they like or listen to normally. Yeah. So yeah, I guess. What about Demi? That's sad. Demi, I think I don't know because I don't keep up with her either that much. I think I saw her in 2018 originally, and that was amazing for the Tell Me You Love Me tour. I don't know if that's what it was called, but during that era. And then again, I got to see her this time, but it's because my friend brought me along, and I think probably similar to PCD. I mean, both Demi and PCD are acts now that are independent. They're not signed to big labels now, so maybe that's the reason they don't do promo. But if my friend hadn't brought me along for Demi, I don't even know if I would have known she was on tour. I mean,
and I guess like one of the other big ones recently that was like the G-Eazy and Logic. But I don't know, maybe the whole tour concert crash out is mostly just because these were names that were big at one point, but like nobody cares about them now, or is it like, because a lot of people, I think like the speculation is like you either just didn't care about the artist, or some people were like, oh, like the economy's so bad that nobody can afford to go to concerts. But I'm like, I don't know, because apparently everybody's fucking buying Taylor Swift and Sabrina tickets, so maybe it really is just like a fan base thing where it's like these artists just don't have a fan base anymore, or they're a little bit of fan base just happens to not have money to go to their concerts, because like Sabrina and Taylor, like those concerts are sold out all the time. Ariana Grande, like they're really not cheap. And like we couldn't get Ariana Grande tickets, so like, and she's kind of she's heading towards being like a kind of a nostalgia act at this point almost. I mean, she hasn't dropped much music recently, and I feel like her last album didn't do that great. Like it didn't like take over the scene or the mainstream like her music usually has been doing, at least before her hiatus.
I don't know. I feel like We Can't Be Friends was like the big hit of that era. I feel like that song was everywhere for like a year. But even then, it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, Madonna hasn't been that commercially successful, and I think that's going to change with the new album, but we can talk about that later too. Madonna could tour off her catalog, and I bet she would sell out. So I think maybe some of it has to do with the economy, but I don't know, man. I feel like young people, they don't care about money. They'll put on a credit card if they really want to see somebody. They'll
me
go
with my Switch. I mean, yeah.
Me at 33, right. I don't care. I'll go in debt for whoever I want to see. Like if I really want to see them. I mean, last year I saw Tate McRae 3 times, the last 3 shows of her Miss Possessive tour. I saw the last 3 shows. It was a birthday gift to myself, and one of those was VIP. I was at Barricade. It's gonna happen. Like,
so then, do you think Tate McRae would have this problem when she goes on tour again? Or I guess like, do you think any of like the B tier and up artists at this point might? What do you think they'll? Because I mean, I'm sure some artists are probably thinking like, oh, like I'm a little worried. You know, what if my concert gets the blue dot infection? But is it blue dot infection? Blue dot fever? I don't know what it's called. The cold. Because like I like because
Blue dot fever.
Because I mean, they're probably like they likely will sell, but like I mean, as an art, like if I was an artist, I'd be a little worried. Like even if I feel confident, like I'd be like, man, damn, that's kind of crazy. Like,
you know what's crazy? I hadn't thought of this until now. I think the super legacy acts like Taylor, Beyonce, Madonna, they don't have this issue, but anyone that's not already like huge like that and can just sell out a tour based off their name alone without having to do promo or release new music or anything like that. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. The new artist, they're the ones who can just post it online and all their younger fans are gonna see it. So like Tate, she doesn't really do TV promo. She's not really on the radio. I mean, from what I know, I don't really listen to the radio, but it feels like her fan base. Does. Yeah, I mean, her fan base, I feel like it's so niche, but there's a lot of them. So she doesn't really have to do promo. She can just post online, hey, I'm going on tour. And it's going to sell out because there's that many fans. So I think, yeah, between that and then you have the other extreme of like the mega legacy acts who can just sell out stadiums. I bet Ariana Grande could sell out stadiums if she did that tour. Yeah. Madonna, Beyonce, Gaga. Gaga did a stadium tour recently. Yeah, Taylor. So yeah, anyone that like doesn't have those super young fans that are chronically online, and if you're also not a super solidified, you know, legacy act or a pop icon in some way, you're in trouble if you're in between those, I think. So like Zara Larsson, she did the opposite. She booked small venues and they sold out fast. And I think I heard she upgraded venues, or if not that, then for her next tour, she did bigger venues, something like that.
Isn't that what Adele's doing too?
Yeah, Adele's doing super small. Oh my God, I got so lucky I got tickets to Adele. Sold out like that. But it was like a $500. It's like a 500 people standing room venue. So it's really small.
It's like the Nile. Like in Mesa, like the Nile, like that kind of size. Have you been to the Nile?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it's like local act venue type.
Like Crescent Ballroom type.
I think she's playing at the Crescent Ballroom. I think that's where
Bro, really?
Yeah.
At the Crescent Ballroom?
Well, because she's dropped one EP. She hasn't had any mainstream hits. Like, I think she underestimated, which is good. She underestimated what she could sell. The tour sold out like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if it gets upgraded, or if her next tour is already like doing amphitheaters or something like that, because obviously the demand's there. But I mean, she wasn't delusional and started touring arenas. I mean, I'm glad. So I think those middle tier artists kind of gotta scale back a little bit and do smaller tours and then expand from that, which is what a lot of people have been saying online. But it's true. I mean, it's kind of the market's really weird right now. Again, I think those two markets that I mentioned, they're kind of the only ones excelling right now. The really young artists who have a ton of young fans, like the Tate McRae and Sabrina Carpenter and Olivia Rodrigo. I think they can tour and they're not gonna have an issue.
No, that's a good point. Oh, Olivia Rodrigo. I've been listening to one of the songs.
Which one? I'll check it out.
Stupid Song. It's a good song.
Stupid Song?
Yeah, it's called Stupid Song.
Oh.
But it's not a stupid song. It's really good. It's the only song. It's actually, no, the rest of the album was okay. This is super off topic now. But the album is actually pretty decent from what I heard. I have to re-listen to it. But that song like really stood out to me. That's like, and I don't even like Olivia Rodrigo, but I actually liked her first single and that song. So, but anyways, did you get 2 tickets to the Crescent Ballroom though? Because maybe low-key, because I didn't know she was at the Crescent Ballroom. I would want to see her up that close. That's a small ass venue.
I got 4 tickets and they're all taken for. They're all accounted for. I mean,
bro. All right, somebody drops out. Let me know.
Yeah, I will. Because like it was only like $25.
Really? Bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Anyways.
Dang, I put you on Tinashe. I put you on Tate. I'm gonna end up putting you on Adela now. I'm calling it right now.
I mean, I already told you that I like that song a lot. And when I first listened to her, like I did, I got the vibe and I felt the potential. I just don't think that the EP was that impressive. But
yeah, I guess because I saw her live, like I saw it as a whole performance.
Yeah. Like if I would have seen it live, I probably would be on the same boat as you, more likely.
Yeah.
But anyways, I guess that wraps up the conversation there.
After getting off topic like 5 times.
Yeah, I mean, any last thoughts?
Somehow, I don't think this is gonna happen because it's our first video. But if somehow the Pussycat Dolls see this, know I love you and I wasn't hating on you. I want you to do good so I could buy tickets again.
As Brittany would say, give me more subs.
That's awful.
I'll keep it that one in.